Hello everyone, this is James Bond fan 2001 here. Today I got 7 4K Blu-rays from HMV in Brighton today. So the first 5 are for catalogue titles, and the other two consist of new releases that came out today, which is July 7th, July 6th, July 6th. Anyways, let's get on with the update. The first one is for Air America. The first of 7 4Ks is for Air America, with Mel Gibson and Robert Downey Jr., and who would later play Iron Man in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And I heard he's playing Doctor Doom in Avengers Doomsday, which is scheduled to come out in December of this year. And this is a Roger Spottiswoode film, and I believe this is the same director who did Tomorrow Never Dies, which is a 1997 James Bond movie. This is a Studio Canal release from 2024. And this is a Kuroko Pictures movie from 1990, Call Me With Indie Prod. And I believe Kuroko Pictures is also the same company that made Terminator 2 Judgment Day and Total Recall 1990, as well as the first 3 Rambo movies, and as well, I think they also made Cutthroat Island, which that was a big box office bomb that caused the company to shut down after the failure of that film. Anyways, this is rated 15 for strong language. There's the 4K disc, and there's the standard Blu-ray. This could be nearly one of the last Studio Canal releases to come in these 14mm keep cases, which are thick, because Train to Busan and Peninsula that I got last month came in slim cases. And those were also by Studio Canal. The next one is for another 4K, also on the 3 for 50 offer, and this one is Blazing Saddles from Mel Brooks, who is the creator of Young Frankenstein and Spaceballs. Speaking of Spaceballs, I know there's going to be a sequel, the new one coming out in April next year. This is a Warner Brothers Home Entertainment release from 2024. It's rated 15 for moderate language and sex references. Never Give a Saga an Even Break. And I believe this is a Warner Brothers movie from 1974. And there's the 4K disc. This doesn't come with a Blu-ray, just a 4K disc. And it also comes in a thin case, a slim case as well, which I like. And now on to the last one, and this is a bigger, like limited edition box set. And this one is for Scum, an Alan Clark film. This is an 88 Films release from last year, I think. Yes, it is from last year. This is a 1979 British movie. This one is rated 18 for strong violence and sexual violence. This is the third 88 Films 4K I've got, after Dragon Fist and Miracles, The Canton Godfather, which are Jackie Chan movies. And you got some really nice artwork on the case and on the back of the hard box. It also comes with a booklet as well, which I'm not going to read because it will take very long. Anyways, here's the 4K disc, and here is the regular Blu-ray. I haven't seen this film yet, but apparently people have been saying it's more violent than Cool Hand Luke. And those are all the 350s done. Now we're going to go on to the new release that came out today. And it's for They Will Kill You, with Zazie Beetz, who I know she starred in Good Luck, Have Fun, Don't Die, which I got on 4K at the end of June, which is last month, and also stars Mahala, Patterson Joseph, Tom Felton, Heather Graham, and Patricia Arquette. From producer Andy Machete, the director of It. This is a Warner Bros. Home Entertainment release that came out this year, and this Monday as well. Distributed by, I don't know if you can see it, but it is distributed by Elevation Sales. Sorry if you can't see it. I know Blazing Saddles was distributed by Warner Bros. On 4K on their own. This is a Let Them Try. Rated 15 for strong bloody violence, gore, language, horror, sex, and nudity. This is a Warner Brothers Pictures movie, co-produced by New Line Cinema, Nocturna, and Domain Entertainment from this year. And here's the 4K disc. Here's the disc. It doesn't come with a Blu-ray, just the 4K disc. And on to the next film, which is also for a new release that also came out today. And this one is for The Magic Faraway Tree, which stars Andrew Garfield, whom I know him from, which I know he starred in the Amazing Spider-Man duology, both of which were directed by Mark Webb. Also stars Claire Foy. This film also stars Claire Foy, Nonso Anosi, Nicola Coughlan, Jessica Gunning, with Jennifer Saunders and Rebecca Ferguson. I know Rebecca Ferguson was also in Mercy, which released back in January this year at the cinema. And Mercy I know starred Chris Pratt as well. And I know Rebecca Ferguson was also in some of the Mission Impossible films, as well as The Greatest Showman. This is an entertainment and video release, also from this year, and it came out also today as well. 5 stars, a ripping treat according to the Daily Mail. This is a Puzzle Park Pictures movie, co-produced by Ashland Hill Media Finance, which is the same company that made the god-awful remake of The Crow 2024. And it's also co-produced by Neil Street Productions, which is Sam Mendes' company, I think. I think it is Sam Mendes' production company, because that company also, I think, also produced The Kite Runner, as well as Elysium Film Group, and theatrically released by Entertainment Film Distributors. Rated U for very mild threat, rude humour, slapstick, and language. There's the disc. This is also the most recent Entertainment 4K in video 4K Blu-ray I got, just after Good Luck Have Fun Don't Die, which I got, like I said, I got Good Luck Have Fun Don't Die on 4K Blu-ray near the end of June. And yeah, I do have that film on 4K right there. It has a nice red spine. But let's go back onto the update where we were. And now on to an Arrow Video 4K, which is for True Romance, with Christian Slater, Patricia Arquette, Dennis Hopper, Val Kilmer, Gary Oldman, Brad Pitt, and Christopher Walken. Hell of a cast. A Tony Scott film, who I believe Tony Scott directed the original Top Gun, as well as Man on Fire, and I think he directed Beverly Hills Cop 2. And yeah, I know Christian Slater was also in Mindhunters in 2004, and I think he was in Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves. And Dennis Hopper was also in that crappy Super Mario Brothers live-action film from 1993. And I know Val Kilmer has been in some other movies. I know both Val Kilmer and Christian Slater collaborated in the 2004 film Mindhunters. I know Val Kilmer's also in the Top Gun movies, and he's also in Batman Forever as well. I know Brad Pitt's been in lots of things as well. This is an Arrow video release from 2021 or 2022, but I don't know. A rated 18 for strong bloody violence, and it's a Morgan Creek film from 1993. I know Morgan Creek is also the same company that made Last of the Mohicans and Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves, as well as both of the Ace Ventura movies starring Jim Carrey. Anyways, here's the disc, and let's check if there's any reversible artwork. And there is, which is really nice. I might change the artwork later. But for now, I'll keep it like this. And now on to the very last 4K Blu-ray, and it's for the 1978 Battlestar Galactica movie. I know it's got a 4K Steelbook in the UK a few years ago, but I chose not to get that and wait for maybe a regular 4K to come out in the UK. And now we finally got one. This is a Universal Pictures Home Entertainment release from this year, although I know this was released on 4K in other countries in 2023. but this didn't get a standard release until 2026. I don't know if you can see it behind the sticker, you probably can't. And this is distributed by Spirit Entertainment. Rated PG for mild violence, threat, and language. And it's a 1978 movie from Universal Pictures, co-produced by Glenn Larson Productions. Oh, that's strange. They left the sticker on the disc, which is kind of funny. But I will need to take that off because I don't want to risk damaging the disc. But I'll do it later at the moment because my phone battery is not the greatest. Anyways, here's the disc. So that was the update done, and I will see you all later. This is me, James Bond Fan 2001, signing off. Goodbye, everyone.